Okay, so really quick, I want to share some on-camera tips for you if you are now in our lockdown world having to shift a lot of your work into an on-camera format. Like say if you're teaching school or you're doing real estate or you're having business meetings with people that used to be in person, but now you're needing to do it online and in a video format. Here's some tips for you. Okay, so first of all, the simplest thing, the easiest thing is your lighting. Okay, lighting is so important. I've been watching the news like everybody, and the thing I'm seeing so much of, and I get it, if this isn't how they normally communicate, they don't really think about it, but I do this a lot, so I have some tips to share. But one of them with the lighting is get in front of a large source of lighting, like a window, anywhere, okay? Anywhere where you're getting indirect, natural light. The bigger the window, the better. Just get in front of it, like right now. I'm in front of natural light in front of a window in my bedroom, okay? I have these little screens that I put up behind me just to kind of, cut off like everything that's behind me. If somebody walks in or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you have something like that, great. If you don't, not a big deal. But if you have a way to sit in front of a window with any kind of, whatever's behind you, the window light source is going to be your best friend. Okay, all the time I see people sitting, watch this, when I turn the camera where there's like a light source to the side, do you see how bad that lighting gets? It just creates all these shadows and it's dark, but turning to the front with the light is so much better. Okay, like the window from behind is too bright. You got all this sort of haze going behind you, and it just sort of makes it unclear for your face. You don't want that. And you don't want overhead indoor lighting just from, like say, a room lighting. It's not good. Daytime natural light is the best. Okay. Also is camera angles. You want to be kind of straight on, all right? So like where you're, now what happens a lot is because we're used to looking at our phones, whatever device you're working on, whether it's a desktop, iPad, your phone. Okay, there's a camera on these devices. Okay, for most of us on our phone is right here at the very end. You want to be looking at the camera because that's where you're going to have eye contact. We naturally want to look at ourselves because we want to look at a person. So, but if I look at myself, I'm looking down. Okay, and while it might seem like I'm looking at myself here, what you're seeing is somebody looking down. If I look up at the camera, now we have eye contact. Isn't that better? It's weird to always be looking for the camera, but that's where you want to look. You also want it to be at least at eye level, if not maybe a little bit above, okay? You don't want it too low to where they're like, looking up underneath your face, up your nose. Nobody, you want to look either right at eye level or just above. Okay, so we're just slightly looking up. Okay, so real quick, let's just recap some of the points that we've just talked about with doing video for presentations from home. You want to have your lighting source in front of you. A window is ideal, okay? You don't want to be in bright direct sunlight outside. You don't want to have a hat or glasses on. You just want to have a nice bright light source in front of you. Indirect light, you can even put a sheer in front of the window if it feels too bright, but that will give you a nice diffused indirect lighting. Okay, the camera angle, you want the camera angle to be at eye level or slightly above, but you want to be looking at the camera so that you're making eye contact, because your camera is the eye level that everyone's looking at you with. Okay, so you don't want it to be too low to where they're looking up at you, and you don't want to be looking at yourself in the camera so that you're not making eye contact with them. Keep your eyes up. Okay, so the lighting's in front of you. Keep your eye level up. Just keep it simple with your clothing and and jewelry and things. Just keep it simple because again, you want them to focus on your face, and that's where you want to have a little color in your face just to make you appear just warmer and more engaging. And so if people can connect with your eyes and they're watching your eyes or your mouth move, and they want to connect with what you're saying and stay with you. Okay, so don't be afraid to add a little color. You'll be happy you did. So I hope this helps you. I hope you have a great experience with this. I know this is a different time, and I think we're really kind of trailblazing here in some areas in the world, and I think we're going to see some things come out of it that are really great. So everyone, stay healthy, stay safe, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to help with any kind of anything. Okay, thanks so much.